Last November at Four Winds Presbytery, I read an announcement to the presbyters, and the announcement read, "We've received letters from some congregations with a concern for their financial well-being. There are some situations where income and attendance is down and reserve funds are dwindling. Some say when they look around at their congregation, there are only senior members. Where are all the children gone? What's happening to this great United Church of ours?" And then I announced a free workshop for anyone who was concerned about this issue. The workshop was put on by Edge and paid for through a grant from Bay of Quinte Conference. So one of the things I've noticed over this past year while I've been working on this committee is it's all very confusing and hard to decide a process and to move on. First off, as co-chair of this committee, we knew there was about a dozen congregations who were in pretty serious difficulty. As a minister, I looked around and I decided that if we tried harder and did the best we could do, if we were creative and innovative and realistic, then surely we could build the church. Right? Wrong. Nothing happened. Didn't matter how hard we worked. We're living in a new era. So I spoke with several people who encouraged me, but no one was sure what to do next. I complained to the executive of Presbytery that there was no help out there, and they encouraged me to call Bay of Quinte Conference, maybe even to apply for a grant. Next, I called Rob Dalgleish from Edge, and Rob listened. And he listened to me, and he listened some more. And then he set up a phone conference with some churches involved in an attempt to get a clear picture of what's happening in Four Winds Presbytery. And then the workshop happened. 130 people showed up. We'd been encouraged to color outside the lines, think outside the box. We all held on tight to comments like, "We are not alone. God is up to something new." We were challenged to dream, to share, to learn, even to make mistakes. We heard many examples of a new thing. We walked away from there with hope. Now, everything isn't fixed. We still have many problems, but there's a stirring. The Spirit is alive. Everyone was talking. Many people are still talking. St. Matthew's in Kingston is talking about partnering with some other city churches. There's a group of 8 inner city churches that are hosting a further workshop, Dare to Dream Part 2. They want to move on, perhaps with a hub model, and they're looking for further support in getting that going. So Presbytery is going to pay for half of that workshop. Morven United Church is working to move on, but they're not sure how. I was so pleased to see that they'd painted the ceiling in the church and painted the church hall. They installed a dehumidifier. The cosmetic improvements changed the atmosphere. They aren't talking about closing. They're talking about partnerships. The Spirit is alive. We still have a long way to go. Some churches may close, but many unique ideas are springing forth.